Well, hello peeps, it's the Hillbilly Halfwit, and just as I'm going to start this video, my sheep have started bleating on me, look, and they're coming run over because they love me so much. As you can see, I'll just switch you around. All the leaves have started to drop, look, and we've had terrible problems. Look at them. We've had terrible problems with acorns. There's so many acorns everywhere. I've lost a few sheep because of it last week, and they're in every field, so you can't do anything about it. But autumn is here. So what I'm going to talk about today is being conned, and how I've been conned twice in the last 6 months. Thankfully, only cost me money on the first one. So the first one, if you remember, I was talking about Musk Internet, and there was a thing on Facebook, and I'm very careful with these things. This is the first two things I've been conned with ever. I'm extremely careful with this stuff. There was a thing coming up for Musk's dish and stuff, and you had this contract where you could get a lifetime contract. So I went through it, all shapes. I checked it and checked it, me and the missus checked it all the way around, and I went in for it at the end. £114 it was, because it was a special offer, because it was just coming out because of this small dish. Waited for a month, nothing happened. I'm thinking there's something wrong here, 100% something wrong here. So I went on to ChatGPT, the great ChatGPT that I didn't like originally, and now I use it pretty much for everything. And I put the name in and went through various things. It did take quite a few searches. Yeah, look what I mean about, see them things there? They're totally poisonous to sheep, and there's no cure. Look, acorns everywhere, thousands of them. Anyway, then ChatGPT had a bit of a look, and it said the only way to find out was to go onto the Musk website, type in the number on the contract sort of thing you've done, and if you can get in, it's real. So I went in there, no, wouldn't accept me in there. So it was a brilliant con, an absolutely brilliant con. So that had me for 114 quid. It did, not a lot, but it pissed me off. So be careful. Nothing about Musk. This was a fake website that was being on Facebook, advertising on Facebook. And I've seen it since a few times as well. How many people that had, I just don't know. Look at the acorns, look at them. See? No cure whatsoever for that. If sheep or horses eat that, or cattle, they are dead. It poisons them and they start shitting black, and like I said, I've had 2 last week. So anyway, so that was that one, and the one that happened to me 2 weeks ago. So as I told you, I'm on my what's this called, Action 4 camera. Oh, this is a brilliant camera, by the way. I have not had anything go wrong with this camera since I bought it. Simple to use, the app is simple to use. I cannot tell you how good this Action 4 camera is, especially with this microphone. Anyway, come on girls. My phone, it's an iPhone 8, I've had it for yonks and yonks. And because I do so much on YouTube these days, I have to have a decent phone for it to upload quick and things like that. It's just how it is, all the apps don't work with the older ones otherwise. So I decided, I'll get a new phone. And before anybody says go with a different thing instead of iPhone, because how I do social media, I do it a lot, and I just like the way Apple things all work together, and they upload to the iCloud automatically. Look around again, look at this. See, acorns, literally every field I've got on the farm, and you cannot get them up. You'd have to have 10,000 pigs to eat them all. So what happens is the yows get used to not eating them, but the young yows, the yearlings, sometimes eat too many of them, and they end up poisoning themselves. But the older yows got used to it, they know not to eat them. So there we are, the law of thing. Anyway, what happened with this phone? So I had a look around and I fancied an iPhone 16. And looked around eBay. I found this one on eBay. Exactly what I wanted, the right money. Look, everywhere. Exactly what I wanted, the right money. Not that I wanted to spend huge amounts of money, but it was around 500 quid, to be honest with you. A lot more money than I wanted to spend. Now, I got a contract with 3 already, and I never usually have the phone through 3. Because I've had this one for so long. So, did the deal. Looked at everything, I thought he was 100%. Mrs. looked at it again, thought he was 100%. So, paid for it. There's me waiting for it to be delivered. Gone for a week, look. Nothing. No sign of nothing. So I messaged the guy. And I said, have you sent it? Because I asked them if they could send it by Royal Mail. Have you sent it? Yes. It's all right, Just waited again, nothing. And then I sent him back, I said, it's showing that there's no tracking on it. So, and then he came back, I don't understand. And then I'm thinking, there's something wrong here. You know when you have that thing in your head and your bullshit monitor goes off. And I just thought to myself, this guy is selling phones, taking the money and then disappearing. And I thought to myself, I'm sure this is a con. So I contacted eBay and I had to wait for a certain amount of time. Told them what had been going on, and I've had my money back, but that's what he was doing. So you be careful on there, people. He basically had sold 4 phones to people, and say I'd paid him 500 quid, or you had as well, then he would say then, oh, it's been lost in the post, and eBay would pay him back and you back. That's what they're up to, and that's what the scam was. So he's getting the insurance to pay for his phone that never existed, that he never sent. So that's the 2 times I've been done this year. And I'm a sharpish character. It's maddening. It is absolutely maddening. And to think how it must be for the older generation, I don't know. Because I was very careful with all that. So nobody's immune for getting had by this stuff. These people conning people are just too sharp these days. So anyway, since then, I still haven't got this phone, and I do need a new phone because I do so much on here. The good thing that I've realised now is that I didn't get that old iPhone 16, is that with an iPhone 17, they've got this way of doing camera work with it now. So I'm talking to you here on the screen, I can have me showing on the screen talking to you and the camera pointing the other way, which would be brilliant for my blogs, because I could be talking about the grass or some piece of machinery and you can see my face and see the actual machine as well. So that's where I'd like it, to be honest with you. So I think I've got in my head I might get an iPhone 17 now, standard. But that is the trouble with YouTube. You've got to keep up and try to keep yourself with modern stuff. Because I try to do YouTube with as little editing as possible and as little stuff to use as possible. So if I can give you a bit of a tip now with YouTube, if anybody's interested, come here, gals. The best thing I found for YouTube, best picture, best sound, even in the wind like today, because you've got a microphone that'll attach straight to it. Here, look, wirelessly, is a DJI Action 4 camera. That is 10 times better than the GoPro. It doesn't freeze up. It doesn't have problems when you're losing stuff. Come on here, Elle. 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 Come here. It doesn't freeze up or anything. I can't say nothing bad about this camera. It's fantastic. The DJI app is as well fantastic. And they're so good, these microphone things. I actually bought a DJI Mic 2 set, which fixes to my phone. Come here, come on. Sorry, we're trying to wash some sheep out. And that works brilliant as well. Can't fault their products, to be fair. Come here now, come on here. But also, with me doing videos every day like this, the camera technology has moved on from my camera, my phone, so far that the sound is better, the cameras are better, the video cameras are better. Just need to upgrade, that's all it is about it. Come on, here, come here, listen. Come here, Elle. So, that's why I'm going to have to do something. So I went to Curry's today to ask them about it. And to be fair, they weren't overly dear there. But the phone I wanted, the iPhone 17 standard, they're not getting it in till the end of October. Isn't it typical? Ain't it typical? So, I haven't decided quite what to do yet. So watch out for the scams, people. Look behind me. Isn't it beautiful? Here's my mate's farm over there, Coimmonach there. Oh, so that is my little bit of talk about a bit of everything today. How I managed to get scammed twice this year. And you do feel like a dick. Like I said, I'm pretty careful with these things. But there is another scam I saw online yesterday. I haven't been had by this personally, but I could easily have, because I've bought quite a bit of machinery throughout the years. And the last few years you have to basically pay for everything before you receive the item. And this guy, this farm machinery guy, was saying how there's a new scam starting with that, where a guy bought a piece of machinery off him for £8,000, and he phoned up and he said, "I've just put the cheque into your account." So they went into the bank, and the guy had paid the cheque in, and it showed on their account, and he said, "I've paid it £8,000 in instead of £2,000. I was paying another bill, but I put £8,000 in your account instead of £2,000. Could you send me back the remainder?" And he sounded perfectly normal. So, like the chap said, the guy had overpaid £6,000 for what was the £2,000 bill. So he was just about to do it, and his missus said, "That doesn't sound normal to me." So they went and phoned the bank up, And what this new scam is, they'll put the cheque in the bank, in the machine, and that doesn't clear for quite a few hours, and it looks like you've had the money when the cheque is not worth anything. And then he would have paid the guy back £6,000, which he didn't owe him, into a separate account. So it was only luck that his missus was talking about this and they decided to check it out. He'd have been out of pocket by £6,000. So there we are. Everybody can get caught these days. So there we are. That's Gaz for today. Please hype down here if you can. It doesn't come up on every video. I did notice it comes up on some of the videos and not others. And you can only use it 3 times a week. But helps me out a lot. Okay, all the best, Gaz.